Hey crafty friends, it's Mel. Really quick, I just wanted to share because I like when you guys do this. It helps with color combos. I am, like I said before, late on the train to the Distress Ink. I'm late on the Distress Ink train. So, I just wanted to show you some color combos that I really liked after I was done playing with them. I'm playing around with my Mama Elephant Make-A-Wish, my new stamp that I got for my birthday, and it just happens to be a birthday stamp. So I use this one right here that says happy birthday to you. And then for this one I used my new ultra fine rose gold Simon Says stamp embossing powder. And then this one I used my Michaels Recollections Detail White. Detail White is my all-time favorite. I just love the crispness. I love the detail that it gives. The detail white really helps versus regular white, because especially if you have like a thin font, it just doesn't puff up like the other ones do, so that it still makes your sentiment readable. This one, I don't know if it was me stamping it. I didn't love it, only because it didn't seem to pick up in some areas, and luckily I did this on my Misty, and I had to restamp it again after I heat embossed it once just for the missing part. So I can still see it, so it's bothering me, but it's not awful. But I happen to love these color combos, so I thought I would share them. Yes, and I'm going to share Maya's too at the end here. So, Maya's sitting across from me working, and if Whoopi was awake, that is what we call my 2-year-old, Miss Talia. Her little nickname is Whoopi. So when she comes up here in my craft room, there's a little bench right here, and she always says, Whoopi's chair, Whoopi chair, and she tries to push Maya off of it, which it's really not funny, but it's kind of funny. Even Maya laughs. So luckily now Maya's taking her place because Whoopi is napping. So anyway, so Maya's up here working with me, and she's making me a birthday card, and I'm not allowed to look at it, so she'll show it at the end. So let's get back to this. So I used 3 colors for this one and 2 colors for this one. I just want to share in case this is a combo you want to try. And I'm sure every now and then you get bored of the different color combos, so that's kind of why I'm sharing these two. Maybe if it's something you like. So for this one, with the rose gold embossing powder, I used Wilted Violet. And these are the ones I've been getting from Joann's, and they were like super cheap, especially in the mini inks. I'm just afraid, I wonder how much use we get out of these because they're smaller, how much ink, like if we run out. But so far so good, but I haven't been using them that long. So this one is in Wilted Violet, and I use Spice Marmalade and then a little bit of Squeezed Lemonade around the edges. So I started off with the Spice Marmalade in the center, then I used my Squeezed Lemonade, blended all that in, and then went around with my Wilted Violet. And at the very end of both of these, I used my Distress Sprayer and just like carefully placed them where I wanted to, and I'll tell you why. For this one, when I did my spraying, I kind of did it all over. That's the one I sprayed first, and then I patted it up with my paper towel. When I did it on this one, it got some specks on the center, and I repaired it, and I'll tell you how. But in the center, with the specks being there, it kind of made the happy birthday to you not stand out and not pop as much because it was too speckly, so you're kind of looking like, what's that say? So then I easily fixed my mistake, and I went back in with Twisted Citron and Peacock Feathers. Happens to be the 2 colors for this one, and I went back in and I just deepened just right around this part. So on my next one I got smarter, and I just did, like, I concentrated and just went around the perimeter of the card so that I kept the center nice and bold so it pops out, and just did this little fun technique around the edges. And then I left it on a second. I leave it on kind of long, and then I blot it, and this one really worked well with the purple. It kind of lifted it up almost like bleach, so that was cool. So I really like the way these work out. So these are just panels right now. They're not going to look like much right now until we add them to our card bases. And this is why I got this stamp set. I was really excited to get it because I needed one that was bold enough, and this is going to look really great on the inside, but I needed one that was bold enough that I could make a bunch of cards up, and this is my goal. I want to send out more cards. I make a lot of them and I give them to my family members, but I want to start to send out more to my crafty friends and just spread the love, so to speak. So I wanted to have some prepared and ready for when I know, somebody's birthday comes up. And that's my goal, because usually I make them at that time. So that's what I wanted for these. So again, really quick, since I already mentioned it, it was Peacock Feathers and Twisted Citron, just 2 colors for this one. And I think they went really pretty together. And same with these. Again, it was Wilted Violet, Spice Marmalade, and Squeezed Lemonade. made. Maybe next time I'll try doing this on camera, but I'm too all over the place. You'll see my hands in the way, my head in the way, but I'm going to try it, and I got to work on my voiceovers and learn how to speed up my videos. But for now, this is what you get, and I'll show you the colors. So hopefully that helps somebody, and let me know if you're enjoying these videos, and we'll continue more. And Maya wanted to show her card. I'm not going to look.
Okay.
So, go ahead, Maya.
So I made this one. This is backwards because I'm on the other side, but I made this one. I used...
Here, you can flip it this way. I'm not looking. But okay. Flip it that way.
I used my spun sugar and scattered straw. And I kind of did the same Mom did because she told me not to do it in the middle.
So I said, learn from my mistake.
So I tried to do it around here. I was going to add some of the evergreen bough to it because I thought the spun sugar was too light, but I don't think I will because every time I try to make something, it looks good, but then I go back in it and to try to fix it like any other mistakes, and then I mess it up again. So I'm not going to do that.
So these are the distress inks that we got for Miss Maya because Maya's a really good girl, and she helps me so much with Talia that I like to do like little treats for her just to show her that I appreciate her. So she has...
So the other one I have...
She has one more color. She's going to grab it to show you, and then I bought her just a couple of the cotton rounds, and we're using a makeshift, well, she's using mine right now because she misplaced that one, but we were using like a little wooden spool, like thimble, not a thimble. Is there one over there in that basket? You can show me one that has something on it, it's fine.
Here's one that doesn't.
Okay, so I got these from, I think it was a scrapyard seller. They were like these little wooden spools that were so cute, and I have some with my crinkle seam binding and some with my rustic twine. But these, for whatever reason, I don't know what made me think of it, I thought that's probably the perfect width, and I just attached a little piece of the hook Velcro on there, and then it's like perfect for her little distress ink, so she used it as a handle. So if you can picture that, she used that to go for hers, because these things get pricey, and she's a beginner, so I don't want to invest a whole lot yet. But she got this little combo packet. Which one was that? Number 13? Do you remember?
I don't know.
But these colors came pre-chosen, and it was like $4 for the whole thing on a Joann sale when it was the free shipping. So she's going to show you the other one.
I'm going to show you 2x2 because I was going to do it closer, but I can't fit them all in my hand.
Okay, she's going to show you two at a time.
So I have
oh, they're cute together.
Evergreen Bough and Shaded Lilac. And then spun sugar, I almost thought that said festive berries. Spun sugar and scattered straw.
So they came as a set. So that's the only 4 she has right now, and I'm kind of, monitoring her and seeing if she's going to put the lids back on, if she's going to leave her job, because she used to do that, but she's getting a lot better. And I told her too, she has a hermit crab, and I'm very proud of her. When we went to Maryland in June, I thought, after the first week, I thought she would, forget about it or be like, I'm too busy with my friends. But I go in there to check on her, like ready to yell, and not really.
Can you tell them the story of them?
I go in there ready to yell, and then I see like the bowl is filled with water, her sponge is so freshly wet, her food is in there so nicely, she fixes everything up. I told her, I said, see, I'm very proud of you, and she's like, does that mean we can get a dog? So I'm not ready for that. I'm not ready to take care of another thing right now, but she's trying to work on me, and my husband said, well, Mel, why can't we get a dog? And I'm like, remember the chewing and the peeing and the, and I just... It's hard enough cleaning after Talia's diapers. I don't want to do it after a dog right now. So maybe I'm a meanie. I don't know. But I just can't handle that right now. But I'm very proud of her. She does really well, like I said, with helping me. She's a good girl. And she's cleaned up after a hermit crab. And she's just doing a good job, so I have to point that out to her so she knows that I see her progress. So that's why she gets rewarded with, a few things here and there. And then if she gets good grades, I said maybe we could pick a few more. Because, let's face it, there's worse habits that we could have than crafting. So
but can you tell
I'm going to encourage
about
it.
I
will tell you about a hermit crab, but we'll tell you that in another story. So if any of you are interested at what she keeps hinting to, it's a great little story. Let me know if you'd love to hear it in the comments, and we'll add it to another video so this one isn't so long. So say bye, Maya.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.